This is Sean Mott from the Bass College. I'm out here with Mike Forsht. We're out here pre-fishing for tomorrow's Real American Heroes tournament. I'm out here at one of Mike's spots doing something that he loves to do, and that's frogging.
And I frog. I would rather frog than do anything else. This spot is a community spot, but there's certain ways that you can go in and catch fish in here. I share those ways, and I share what I'm doing, and I share how I'm doing it. If people get mad, they get mad. But I'm all about sharing because I'm all about learning.
Yeah. So Mike, what do you look for in a spot like this?
I'm looking for, if you look down in the water, I'm looking for grass that is still not alginated. I'm looking for, if it starts becoming alginated, it's starting to suck up the life of the grass, and it's starting to kill off the grass and produce it's using more oxygen, and the fish need oxygen to survive. So if I get in here, my hand goes in the water and I'm scraping through the grass looking for, because sometimes with I don't wear sunglasses because I need my glasses, and one of these days I'll get a pair of prescription glasses and they'll still sit on top of my head. I can see in the water better with my current glasses that I have hand selected than with a pair of sunglasses. So when I get in here, I look for the grass conditions and stuff like that. Plus I have done real well off of this place. It has a great potential. I shared it with a couple of people from FLW on the tour this week, or this past week. I showed them how I set up on the grass and how I work the grass, and they did real well. I'm not going to mention any names because it wouldn't be fair without their permission.
Okay.
So, here, one of my biggest setup areas is everybody fishes. If you look down at that boat right now, they're fishing outside on the outside edge. The outside edge is great with a Senko or a chatterbait or something like that, but I've got a north wind coming in, and that's pushing the bait fish inside the grass and up against the edge of the grass where it's the thickest and the thinnest. I'm inside. I always fish this area on the inside of the grass, and if the tide's going out, I'm coming into the tide. If the tide's coming in, I'm running all the way up, and then I'm fishing a cast inside the grass where I can hit just the edge of the grass. My son has shown me that I am totally wrong in that concept. I mean, more times than one. He has taken me inside, and we've caught 2 to 3 pounders, and I'm sitting there chasing. I know there's 5 to 7 pounders out here, but there's less of them, so we can get a faster terminant limit inside than outside. But I can go for my kicker out there.
And at what point, Mike, do you decide that frogs isn't the best option in here? Is there a point at that, or is you generally throw frogs through here the whole time?
There's no point.
Okay.
If the grass gets thin or something like that, I'll move to a swim jig or a Senko. But I've got a lot of history in this area, and and a lot of data that has been captured in this area. In the springtime, the grass is kind of thin, and it's good for a Senko and it's good for a chatterbait. But now it's getting hard to work a chatterbait. It's okay for a swim jig, but with all the history I've had and all the success I've had here, I stay with the frog. If I don't catch anything, I don't catch anything.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get some fish. All right, we're rolling. So we moved to a new location. Mike, you want to quickly explain where we're at or
Yep.
what we're in?
We're just south of Acapulco Beach. We're in a grass bed that has produced well. In the last few months, it's not done well. I'm going to try a different setup on it instead. Since I'm still fishing a frog, I'm still deep in grass. But once we come off the edge, there's an edge just out from this area, and the grass it's a straight drop. The grass ends; it doesn't taper out. It ends and it goes into 4 to 5 feet of water, and it's a good place for throwing a Cinco, and it's a good place for throwing a swim jig or a chatterbait, because I try to throw it about a foot right inside the grass and bring it back out. And my son has really killed them on a chatterbait that Sonny Pham made for me, and I gave to him, and now I don't get it back. So it is a very good drop off. It'd probably be good for a jig. I'm not much of a jig I don't throw much jigs anymore on the Potomac. Probably shame on me, because that's why I haven't been cashing in any checks, because I've been hearing that the jig bite is hot right now, but I get pretty stubborn, and this is, once the grass gets where it is, all the frogs come out. And I will stick with a frog, because I know that eventually one's going to bite, and usually it's not going to be small.
Okay. All right. We just got back. We're here at Hope Springs Marina. We just got back from a day of fishing, or half a day of fishing. Had a few blow-ups. Mike caught some fish earlier on. Mike, what would you say was what are you thinking going in tomorrow based off the day?
I'm thinking early in the morning with the last hour and a half of the tide coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have starting of inbound tide. I'm not going far from here. I have a grass bed where I lost, or I shook a 5-pounder off, and I shook a 4-pounder off, and I had 8 blow-ups, and I had 1 snakehead follow. And so I'm thinking about just taking the Warrior right over there. It's not far from here. It's about half a mile, and starting there and seeing what happens, because the Potomac River fishery right now is really confusing me, as it is a lot of anglers out here. I mean, we're still seeing 18-pound bags come in, we're still seeing big fish come in, but then on other tournaments or other days, we're seeing 6 pounds come in, or people I'm hearing on Facebook going out and they're catching nothing. I'm also hearing that in my other website, or the other website I belong to, called Virginia Outdoors. So I don't know. I'm starting to think that Anna has been growing 23-pound bags to win, 20 to be just in the money. I'm thinking Anna and the Potomac have flipped now. I keep hearing it's 2 to 3 years away on getting better out here and a better fishery, but I'm still seeing quality fish. My son and daughter are still whipping my butt and having 10 fish days or more when I can't catch anything. So it could be just a me thing. Might not be holding my jaw right when I'm out with my kids, but it's awesome. I love to see them fishing. It's remarkable. Now, like I said, tomorrow is Real American Heroes, and that's a very, very important thing for me. And you know, I miss seeing my kids right now, but and we, like I say, we ran, the kids and I and my wife Sherry ran a Fish for the Cure tournament. A lot of you guys probably know about it real well. Just due to circumstances beyond our control, we had to stop the endeavor for right now. Not saying that I'm not going to start something, but it's the heroes, it's the people that have gone through the battles in Afghanistan and the battles in Kuwait and Iraq and any foreign land, and have come back, and excuse me if I get choked up, and come back and they're dismembered, or they suffer from PTSD or any form of injury or illness, is where I want to be, because without our warriors, we don't have tournaments, and that's the bottom line.
Okay. Mike, I just want to say thank you for coming out here and supporting this, for volunteering as a boater and volunteering to help out and doing what you do. So
I appreciate it.
All right.
Take care, brother.